What's going on, guys? I am a fan of the rapper Russ, right? Day one fan. SoundCloud, right? Was telling people he was going to blow up and got laughed out the room. This is facts. I kind of feel like I want to cover him more as a topic, right? So whenever I see things going on with Russ, I'm going to speak on it, right? Because I think he's entertaining as hell, dope, talented, right? And a lot of people don't understand how hard he worked in order to get to where he's at, right? Now, he made this statement. Let me see if I could put this on the screen. Let's put this on the screen. All right. I'm going to read it out just in case you can't see it. I know that Jane's small as hell. Right. Spotify should remove the public display of listener counts and streams. That's crazy. I've heard this not only for Spotify, I've heard this for YouTube, I've heard this for a bunch of things. Right? It's like vanity metrics in all honesty. Right? Your growth really couldn't be determined by the public numbers, right? Like me, right? I ain't getting a bunch of views and stuff like that on my music. Check that out if you're able to. You can find the link on my homepage. But I don't get that many views, but I am seeing steady growth, right? Someone might go to my Spotify and be like, ha, you don't get no plays, and start trying to clown me, not knowing that I'm actually making consistent growth, right? So they'll try to paint me as such. So I do think that the numbers, they definitely do blind people. Look, recently people were trying to clown Upchurch. Mind you, his album was #1, right? And then I looked, they told me he didn't get over 100,000 views in one day. I'm like, you not realize how many people put out content and don't get 1,000 views, nigga? It ain't about that. It's about how the fans are connecting to it, right? So I do see the point, right? But let's actually see what Russ is saying is why he said that. Let me see. Oh, damn. It's going too damn fast. There you go. Now he says, my point of tweeting that was because I want people to talk about the music more. Okay. I'm not mad at it. I feel like everything is so number-based nowadays. He's not wrong. We as artists definitely feed into it to, yeah. But yet music combos is greater than number combos. I agree. I do think when you're talking about what's better, a lot of people will use numbers as like a example of what's the best, right? Me and my older brother have this same debate on a regular basis. I get what his point is, because he thinks that is a criteria for knowing what's the best based off of the masses liking it. But with me, I can't go by that, especially when I know that there's people behind the scenes actually boosting the numbers and pressing certain buttons to make sure certain people get more, like, I guess you could say, notoriety, right? So I can't say that that's fair, right? Especially when there's people, and it sucks because they retire, right? Because they don't get the buzz that they deserve. But there's so many people, like, especially within the R&B field, that I listen to that got way better music than some of these people that are signed with the huge numbers. And then they don't really keep it going because they're not getting certain results. They're thinking, damn, I must suck. I haven't been able to blow up yet. I put out a bunch of music videos, nobody found it. Not realizing you're building a catalog, bro. Right? There are people with me, right? At first, before I guess started focusing on YouTube, I was just a rapper and putting out music. There's people who still to this day, I'll see a random comment, hey, when are you going to re-upload that song we liked from like 10 years ago? I'm like, how the hell? It was a song I made called Topanga, I think was the name. Yeah, Topanga. But yeah, randomly, people be like, yo, re-upload that song Topanga. Or they'll say just other random songs. I'm like, damn, right? Like, you actually, like, that song spoke to you or you connected with it. I should never have really took it down, right? Or I should just re-upload it. But if you go to my music channel, you're going to see me dropping a bunch of music. You can find it on my homepage. But yeah, it's not really a numbers game, right? I could keep using myself as an example all day. But yeah, there are a plethora of people to where their numbers are at the top of the top, or getting millions upon millions within a few seconds. So what? Right? Does it resonate with their audience? Did their audience feel it? There's a lot of people that don't get the biggest numbers that I think that are legends, right? So I do honestly see the point in that, and I do think that if numbers weren't seen, people would have no choice but to focus on just the actual art or content, right? The only way you would talk about stuff would be if it was actually good, right? I see his point, right? Or if you connected to it, everything would change as far as the way the masses see it. People will stop being able to use that as an excuse. Well, he gets more numbers than you. Who cares? Who cares, man? Are you doing good music for your fans? That's what I think is the most important. But tell me what you think down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share the video as well.